What's up, guys? Welcome to Chris's Beer Reviews. Today is Friday, January the 24th, and before I begin with the review, I just want to let everybody know, I know everyone's probably noticed that I have not uploaded any reviews as of late, but just want to let everybody know that the problem has been I've had some serious sound issues with the laptop, but I've got in and started kind of messing around with the settings, got my sound card settings set back right. I should be squared away. Should be ready for some reviews, and yesterday and today I stopped off and I've got a massive haul, so I should have several reviews lined up for the next week or so. But anyway, go ahead and I'll get started with the review. Today's review is going to be coming out of the Lagunitas Brewing Company out of Petaluma, California, and it is actually their Lucky 13 Mondo Large Red Ale, which this specific beer is a American Imperial double IPA, red style IPA. It's got a massive ABV. It comes in at 8.65% alcohol by volume. It has 77 IBU. This thing rates pretty high. Let's see, I checked it on Rate Beer. Let's see what Rate Beer gives it, for this specific beer, it gives it a 98, which is almost a damn near perfect score. For the style, it gives it a 95. So yeah, this beer is rates very high. It says it's to be served in a snifter or a tulip glass. And let's see, I'm trying to see what kind of malts and hops that they use. It's not really telling the style of malts, but like I said, 8.65% ABV with a 77 on the bitterness unit scale, so it's a massive beer. They didn't have this actually in 6-packs, so I picked up a 22-ounce bomber. And anyway, let's go ahead and crack this thing open. Let's see what it looks like, guys. I've been wanting to try this one for a while. I actually bought this in one of my local liquor stores here, which is slowly becoming my store of choice. Very, very, very helpful staff. They seem to be pretty knowledgeable. Just recently have they picked up a new distributor. They had a better distributor before, but that distributor was bought out by an InBev corporation. So they picked up this new distributor, and these guys are relatively small, but they're starting to pick things up. I actually gave the store a list, kind of like a wish list of beers that I'm hoping that they can pick up. So anyway, enough bullshit. Let's go ahead and pour this thing up, guys, see what it looks like. Okay, massive, massive pour. Massive pour. Poured it a little fast, so it's got a huge head. So it's kind of hard for me to determine how actual big the head is on this particular beer. Right now, it's a good 3 fingers worth of head, kind of off-white in color. Kind of a slight hazy, kind of a mid-range ruby, semi-golden, more ruby in color. Very beautiful looking beer, guys. Semi-carbonated head, off-white in color, like I said. Can't really tell. No, I don't think it's bottle conditioned, but I'm seeing a lot of carbonation bubbles rising up from the bottom. So let's go ahead and put a nose on it, guys. Very interesting smelling. It's a very hop forward in aroma. I'm getting a lot of citrus, kind of a little bit of a malt sweetness on the backbone, but mostly citrus, pine. But it's not your typical aroma of citrus. It's more of it's grapefruit, but I'm smelling kind of mango, it's hard to say. Mango and grapefruit right up front, but very, very, very delicious smelling. Great head retention. So far, as the head is diminishing slowly, I'm getting a very, very thick amount of lacing on the side of the glass. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a drink of it, guys. Let's see what this thing tastes like. Oh yeah, definite citrus, grapefruit. Like I said, mango. Not as malty on the palate as it is on the nose, but it definitely has a little bit of a malt sweetness in the back end of the taste. But it starts off with a lot of citrus, a lot of pine, a little bit of floral, a lot of earthy characteristics. Great lacing on the glass. This thing leaves massive amounts of thick lacing, and but yeah, like I said, on the palate, it starts off with a very herbal, earthy kind of pine, citrus taste. A lot of grapefruit, a lot of mango, a little bit of caramel malt sweetness, but mostly citrus and pine. Soon followed by those notes, I'm getting a very hop forward bitterness on the palate. Very thick, I would say of medium to medium high bodied beer. Very oily, a lot of hop resins on the palate, but very delicious, guys. Very, very delicious. Highly recommended beer. Right at the end, I'm getting a lot of the bitterness. I mean, the bitterness starts very soon after the citrus and pine. The bitterness, the malt, or not the malt, but the hop bitterness begins, and it goes all the way to the finish, all the way down, guys. This thing is super bitter, but in a good way. I've had some IPAs recently that had a very a bitterness in not a good way. Too much bitterness. No sweet characteristics, no fruit, no pine, just straight bad hot bitterness. But this one has got it all, guys. Very impressed by this beer. I've yet to be let down by the Lagunitas Brewing Company. These guys seem to have their craft down to an art. But yeah, this thing starts off fruity, citrus, pine, and fades into a hot bitterness that goes all the way down, guys, to the finish. Very recommended beer, guys. If you see this in stores, Lagunitas Lucky 13 Mondo Large Red Ale, pick it up. Very recommended. Very delicious. Anyway, we're at the weekend, guys. Hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. As always, drink safe, drink responsibly, and cheers, guys.